And we are back for what should be, honestly, I don't even know if there's a chance it's not the last episode of the regular season. And I know I might have kept you guys waiting an extra day or two. Missed what? 3 days of uploading, but I got good old dose 2 of the COVID vaccine and that absolutely wiped me out for a couple of days. But we should be back on track now. Gonna finish up this regular season, the March to October, because in the last one, we could have finished it. I kept the episode really short because Season 2 of Team Affinity was coming out, and I wanted to be able to use the points I would get from finishing the regular season of March to October. I wanted to be able to actually have that be useful for Team Affinity Season 2. So I cut that one short, and we've got the last one, the last game, hopefully, to play in this episode right now. But with that in mind, this is probably going to end up being a short episode because this is already starting in the 8th inning, and no matter what, it's the only game we're going to play. So I thought of a little way to maybe fill a little bit of time in this episode so it doesn't end up being like 4.5 minutes. But the next episode is going to be like a regular season recap, going over stats and stuff like that. So we're not going to go into any like statistical deep dives or anything. But assuming nothing has changed from the last 2 years in this regard, right now is our last chance to actually look through the league leaders. So I know there's plenty of time before the season's over. There's like 12 or 13 or so games probably for everybody. So like the league leaders aren't set in stone, but if it's the last chance we're going to get to actually see league leaders, and we need to fill some time in this episode anyway, let's give a little look. Let's see if we get anybody close to anything. So first off, we're here on batting average. I don't know what happened to Nick Madrigal. I checked before I started recording. He's all the way down to a 315 average. He was up around like 340, 350 all year. So he's really cooled off, but it's kind of crazy. We have, I mean, was that 5 guys or 4 guys in the top 11? Just extending that to 11 so we could get Luis Robert in there. But Mike Trout absolutely ran away with it. He ran away with everything. He's 100% going to be the MVP, and I don't even need to look at anybody else's stats. I mean, look at this. If you just look at it in comparison to his 2019 year, which if I'm not mistaken, 2019 was the year that his crazy good 99 overall card last year in MLB The Show 20 was based off of, and you compare 2019 to the season he's having in this March to October, it blows that out of the water, man. He's played so far the exact same number of games. He's gotten like 40 more hits, 12 more doubles, same number of homers and RBIs. He's walked less, but he's also struck out less. His batting average is way higher. His slugging percentage is way higher. He's got a 1200 OPS. And then just scrolling over to WAR, 11.7. I don't know what the all-time record is, but it could be that already. I don't even know. I just had to get that out of the way to begin with because I just found it's just crazy, man. It's just Mike Trout. All right, let's move on here. Hits, we got somebody at 200. Might be a stretch to have anybody else get there in either league. Madrigal number 8 on this list. Doesn't look like anybody else is really close for us. All right, let's see if we got anybody else close to anything here. Luis Robert, not too close for doubles. Triples, he's somewhat near the top also. Homers, nobody's really gone crazy for us, so we're not really going to be close for this. RBI, Moncada is actually in the 4 spot. He has driven in a lot of runs this year. A lot of that's down to how many people have gotten on base in front of him. We've got a lot of pretty high on base percentages. Runs scored, Luis Robert kind of close. Stolen bases, Luis Robert tied for the lead with, why is this guy stealing 29 bases? He's gotten caught stealing 10 times. He should have been caught stealing like 30. He's got 39 speed. Why is he stealing 29 bases? Anybody? Grandal somewhat near the top in walks. Luke Voigt. Only one over 100. Wow. On base percentage, that'll be Trout. This will be Trout also, and that'll be Trout. But Luis Robert is second in slugging. So if you take out the unrealistic Mike Trout number, Luis Robert would be leading the league. Moncada in 5th also, and then total OPS, Moncada and Luis Robert right next to each other. Which actually, yeah, going back to on base, Yoan Moncada is pretty high up there too. On to the pitching stuff. For wins, we've got Giolito and Keuchel, it looks like, somewhat near the top, tied at 6. Giolito, he has the least amount of losses. He's probably going to hold on to that because he's probably only got like 2 or 3 more starts in him for the rest of the year. And he would have to lose all 3 to not be the league leader. And then saves, we're getting close to the end here for Liam Hendriks to vault over Chapman. But 40 saves so far for Hendriks, that has him tied for second. ERA, Lucas Giolito is in second place by .02. And then Keuchel's also on the list at number 7. Alright, what's next here? Home runs allowed, another one Giolito near the top of. Shutouts, we've got Keuchel tied for third. Giolito did take the lead for strikeouts. He was in the top 3 all season, but he was always number 3. Giolito might be the Cy Young for this season, actually. He's also tied for second for complete games with 8. Second in innings pitched with Keuchel up there too. Lynn number 11. We don't really have anybody near the top for walks allowed. I'm kind of surprised by that. I kind of would have imagined Keuchel would be up here, but he's not even in the top 30. Unless I missed him. But whip, Chris Sale is the only one under a 1 whip. I guess he might be some competition for the Cy Young for Giolito. But Giolito number 2, not too far behind. And then we got pitching war. Oh, I mean, based on this, it's a lock. Giolito a whole win above anybody else. 6.1, and then obviously Trout. But again, take out his unrealistically high number, and we got Luis Robert tied. That looks like it's it for the league leaders. I don't really think there's anything else we can look at. There's no like team leaderboards within March to October as far as I know. But yeah, I just figured since I don't think we would ever have a chance to look at league leaders again unless something changed from last year. I just figured it could be fun to give that another look. But yeah, let's get into this game here. The final game of the regular season. We got to break the tie here in Texas, 4-4. We're going to be starting in the top of the 8th. We're going to be up to bat. Nobody on, nobody out.
Here in this game to clinch their division championship. Heidi, what was the feeling in the clubhouse going into this potentially monumental game?
Well, when I asked one player how it felt to be on the verge of closing out the division, he said, "It won't feel like anything until we get it done. Ask me then." So these guys are all business. They're trying to treat this like any other game. But don't be fooled. Behind those restrained words, you can sense the excitement and anticipation. A lot of hard work and persistence could come to fruition today, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
So yeah, nothing we didn't know already. Winning this game will end things. Maybe even losing this game will end things. Oh, we start things off with a perfect from Madrigal. It didn't get down. I feel like I always overestimate how much power he's got in him. He always hits it softer than I realize. I'm trying to think now though. If this, I mean, it's not, because I remember my very first March to October was with the Brewers in MLB 19, and I'm pretty sure we clinched the division all the way at the beginning of September. So that would be the earliest we clinched the division, but I don't know if record-wise that season with that team was any better. It might have just been the division was not nearly as good. But then again, now I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure the first March to October I did, being the Brewers, I think I did that on Hall of Fame. So this is, I think, gonna be the best I've done on Legend. Ooh, that was a close pitch. Good take though. We draw the walk with Grandal to bring up Moncada. Oh, I almost actually did it. Just under it. That was like the exact same pitch that Madrigal got, and I got a perfect on it. Alright, we gotta hold him here. No reason to leave in. Carlos is there. We'll see Aaron Bummer, why not? Oh, nice start. Not even close to catching up to that. Am I the only one who is kind of intimidated by Guzman's stance here? Alright, well, I guess I didn't have any need to be intimidated. 3-pitch strikeout, 8-pitch inning. We got a score here in the top of the 9th to keep this from going to extras. Alright, we walk. He worked it from 3-0 back to 3-2, but we still got on base via the walk. Gonna have a little bit of speed on first here to start out the inning. That's always good. Please, Sally, hold. Yes, okay. I don't know what I attempted to say. Oh, no, what am I doing? That could have been ball 3 for 3-1. We could have been on the verge of another walk. Oh, I was above it, and I swung at ball 4 on the pitch before. I mean, it was close. It would have been a close ball 4, but still. Oh, and I'm just blowing it. I am just blowing it. There's 2 in a row that he's left the changeup plenty of the zone. Ah, Danny. I cannot believe I blew that inning. 2 walks to lead it off. It should have been a third. And we come away with nothing. Alright, well now we gotta keep it where it's at so we can bring it to extras. I have a bad feeling now, after that last inning, that this game is gonna punish me, as it should. And I'm just gonna lose on something dumb. It's not happening yet. Bummer's still dominating. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, that tail foul. I guess I'm just in the mindset where I was sure that was gone. Alright, that's much better than a walk-off home run. Oh, what a good 2 innings out of Aaron Bummer. Alright, well normally I'd be confident to get the free runner on. Oh, we got a face crochet. Well, now I'm even less confident. I was gonna say normally I'd be confident to get this runner around from second to score, but after last inning, having a runner on second with nobody out and not getting him around, I don't know. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put Luis Robert into this game to run. He's got double the speed, and Danny's the DH anyway, so we don't have to worry about any fielding. Man, I can't believe we got a face crochet. Oh, and Madrigal right away. Go to third. I didn't realize he wasn't going. Not like he would have scored or anything, but man. All right, Adam Engel of all people. Oh, that's gonna do it. That's actually way deeper than I thought. That's plenty. 88 speed for Robert. That'll get him in easily. Take the lead. I would love to score more though, because they're gonna get their runner on second. Oh, please get down. Oh, man, I felt like that was such a good swing on such a bad pitch. That's not going to get down. It's not Madrigal. He already got his. We only got the 1. We're going to have to make that work, though. Hendricks will come in. It seems like they're sticking with Jose Trevino at second, which is a good sign because he's got like 13 speed. Oh, and that slider. That slider is so good when it ends up in that exact spot to righties. Manager tip thing there saying drag bunt. I could definitely see that happening. Nope. And that should keep him at second with his speed and Gallo's arm. Kind of wished he would have gone. Alright, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is all that stands between us and a guaranteed division title. Alright, let's get that slider working right in that spot. Perfect, and it worked, and we got it. We clinched the AL Central with that strikeout. Liam Hendricks is just untouchable sometimes. We got 4 flame balls of momentum, but honestly, from here on out, momentum doesn't even really matter. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It kind of does in terms of home field advantage and things. But judging by how it's gone in the past, we won't have any more games to play. It'll just simulate to the end of the regular season. And you know what? I never really thought about it. It probably would be a good idea if they gave you a chance to keep playing and maybe clinch the #1 seed or home field advantage or whatever. Maybe they will, and I just didn't expect it. We just can't lose. Or now we can. The momentum's pretty much gone though, and yeah, we're just gonna ride this one out to the end. Or what? Are you serious? What is this? Why are we doing this? Yep, we really gotta make sure we pin a loss on the Tigers right now. They're real close. I have no idea why it's having us play this game. We have the Z, which means we clinched the best record in the American League. We also have no chance of losing our status of the best record in the entire MLB. So no matter what, we're gonna have home field advantage in the best record. Why do we gotta play against the Tigers here? Alright, well, I can't help but feel like that entire first part of the video now was pointless because we could look at the league leaders again right now, but I won't. I just kind of want to get things done. We'll just get through this game here. I don't even know how much of it I'm going to show because, like, what does it matter? I was hoping maybe there was at least an intro to this one to explain it, but there wasn't even that. Alright, I mean, let's just get this over with. Oh, I think that is going to leave. Alright, well, Rondal hits that one out. That gives us the lead here in the 7th. I'm hoping I can just ride this till the end now and I won't have to worry. Alright, that should end this one here. We get the throw there. So yeah, the Grandal homer put us ahead, able to coast to the end. Again, I don't know why that was even a thing. I don't know why that game existed. So let's sim the last 2 games of the season here, I think, is all we got. Maybe it just had us play because we hit neutral on the momentum. Maybe that's all it was. Then we finish it off with 2 more wins, and we only get 4.5 stars. Come on. We got 108 wins, and you're going to tell me that's only good for 4.5 stars? What do we got to do to get 5? We got to be in the Tokyo Dome? Oh man, I hope a few of you guys at least understand that. So yeah, we finished with a 108-54 record. I'm assuming that 100 expected wins was where we were at after like the first half check-in point. We finished winning our division. We were 2nd in batting, 3rd in pitching, 4th in fielding. We got an A- front office grade, and then 17 Team Affinity points for Team Affinity Season 2. Now let's see what happens when we advance screens here. We're going to be facing the A's. So in the world of this March to October, it'll be the 2nd season in a row facing the A's in the first round of the playoffs. So they won the wild card game against Minnesota, and it's going to be Houston and New York. That would be a fun matchup. We got the Cubs and the Mets, and then San Diego beat the Nationals in the wild card, but now they're down 2-0 to the Dodgers. We're going to have to make a bit of a comeback in our first playoff game, but that won't be until 2 episodes from now because I always like to do an end of season recap type thing. I'm a big stat guy. I love looking at stats, so I usually get carried away with that. But you just gotta let me have my fun every once in a while. So next episode will be the stat recap for the end of the regular season. The episode after that will be the first game of the playoffs. And hopefully we can just cruise through the playoffs, get a nice easy World Series win, and wrap this thing up. So with that, that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to see how this March to October pans out if you're not already subscribed. But that's all I got for this one. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.